Here's the cue. Kamala is riding a massive wave while Trump is flailing around. Do you think the election is slipping away from him? Yes or no?
Wow, that's just straight up yes or no, huh?
Yeah. A long way to go.
Yes, 54.
Yes, 40%. No, 60%.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'll be on tomorrow with him at 8:50 for another Big Q.
Hey, shout out to all of our friends in Maryvale, by the way. We
Love
appreciate you
Maryvale.
guys
Fantastic.
rocking with us
Love
in
it.
the Vale. I don't think they call it the Vale, but they should. Is Arizona emerging as a problem for Donald Trump? We're getting more and more polling data that says, not just nationally and not just swing states, but specifically in Arizona, Donald Trump is either falling behind Kamala Harris or she has substantially narrowed the gap. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah, I don't think I've said it for years. Arizona is not a MAGA. It's not MAGA. We're purple. You'll vote for Democrats. You'll vote for Republicans.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
Can I give you a great example?
Yeah.
Ruben Gallego is doing better than Kerry Lake, and Trump is doing better than Harris. So in the same poll,
Where is Trump doing better than Harris?
on the average of the polls.
Because I see Harris up by 4 in the latest nonpartisan poll. And I don't know what to believe, and I'm just telling you the numbers.
And I realize, it's going to, you want to look at polls of the polls, and I get it.
Polls are right, polls are wrong.
I can look at this one that says, this is it's Nate Silver, by the way, if that means anything to anybody. He has Harris as taking all the polls, and he weights them different. Harris at 45.2, Trump at 43.9 as an average poll average.
Yeah. I think this.
But Gallego's performing much better.
Arizona is a problem for Trump. It wasn't with Biden. It is with Harris for one reason or another. But I'll tell you what.
What?
For Donald Trump, I think he's flailing. I said he's been flailing for weeks. He's talking about crowd sizes. Well, if you want to talk crowd sizes, Harris drew a crowd of 15,000. The last time Trump was here, he went to a church and 4,000 people showed up. Now, can he pack a place for 15,000? Yep, I think he can. Will he? Probably. But he's off.
As opposed to being in Arizona, he's in New Jersey today.
He's off topic all the time now. He doesn't talk about anything. His show is stale, and that's the thing. Like, can he reinvent himself before the end of before November?
Well, it's a rerun.
It's a rerun every time you watch him on TV. It's the same thing.
Like, you don't need to watch it. You already know what it's going to be.
Right. Because somebody came up and said, "Did you see Trump speak today?" And I said, "Why do I need to watch it?"
Yeah. You already know what he said.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Did he call her?
I could write it.
Oh, did he call her an idiot? Did he call her stupid?
Yeah.
Did he say she's low IQ?
Of
all
course.
that. Well, okay. Why do I need to do it? I think we need to
Election
listen.
stolen.
Right. I think we need to listen to what
hits.
Harris is saying, because do you know any of her policies? I sure don't.
No, it's a lot less clear on where she stands on things, and she needs to explain: is she in lockstep with Biden policies, or does she have her own? And explain the difference.
Right. I don't think it's much of a conversation when you say she's on a huge wave. And I'll tell you this. I mean, I've never seen anything like it in politics. In 30 days, she's transformed a race that was clearly going to Donald Trump. I don't think I've ever seen in the years I've been here, 26 years, and I know I've never seen it. I've never seen a politician turn a race around in 30 days like she did. Now, I know it's weird because it's, Biden stepped down, she got inserted
Unprecedented in that sense,
Trump was ahead. Trump had the hand in the air. He got shot. I mean, everybody's
winning
like, that's
in
every swing state. So for 30 days, well, it's like she was the most, if you look in terms of poll numbers, she was the most unpopular vice president in the history of America.
Not anymore.
And not anymore.
I got a text from one of our haters. You ready?
Sure.
Blah, blah, blah. It starts off with, I love texts like that.
Well, he's listening to Trump then.
How can she be leading when she doesn't get out in front of the people? When she hasn't done anything for the last 4 years? Stop being biased and stop listening to stupid polls that are irrelevant. Okay, so let's take that one by one. How can she be leading? She is. It's called math. When she doesn't get out in front of people, there is no judge for that. You might think that's a problem. People that are supporting her don't have a problem with it.
This same guy who texted in, you liked the polls when your guy was up.
Oh, I'm sure that the polls were 100% accurate when Trump was winning.
I'm just going off the numbers that we're getting from people who do it professionally. You don't have to believe it, but then don't believe it for your own guy.
Well, and the way I look at the polls is I like to look at the same poll. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't say, well, I looked at the Rasmussen one, he was leading, but now in this CNN poll, he's losing. No. That's apples and oranges. You can look at the trend line in the same poll, which means they do the same thing. They ask, they have the same, what do you want to call it, dynamics behind how they conduct a poll, and you can see movement. And there isn't a poll out there that hasn't shown movement in her direction, some more than others. Mm-hmm. But there isn't one poll out there where she's doing worse than Biden.
Correct. Yeah. And it should make that person, who wanted to text in upset. Your guy's flailing. And you know what? I talk to Republicans. I talk to Republicans all day.
Yeah.
You know what they tell me? He's flailing.
Yeah. Our guy's getting his butt kicked.
He's getting his butt kicked right now. Yeah. Now, it doesn't mean he can't turn it around.
Yeah. You talk to Republican strategists.
Oh, they're going crazy over this.
They're like, dear God. Yeah. Hey, I got to tell you, for the first time, I think maybe in a presidential race, you have one side saying, you got the Republicans saying, she needs to do more press conferences, she needs to do more sit-down interviews, she needs to talk more unscripted, while at the same time saying, Trump needs to shut the hell up, stop going in front of a camera, and stop talking into a microphone. He needs to shut up and she needs to talk.
Why would Kamala Harris decide, you know what, maybe I should get out there and talk more?
Nah.
Why am I going to do that when he's running his mouth about everything that's well, I don't know if she's black. Well, I'm trying to keep illegals out so they don't take black jobs. Listen, it's really not much of a conversation. Trump has been horrific for 4 weeks. He has been horrific for 4 weeks, and she's come out of nowhere. And by the way, I'm more surprised than anybody at how well she is doing. I can't believe it.
Yeah. I'm genuinely surprised.
But if you don't think that Kamala Harris, at least for now, is on a massive wave, you're lying to yourself.
And be my guest.
Be my guest, Laura. Go ahead and lie. I'm just telling how I see it. Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
Listen, I was the guy who wasn't going to vote for Biden no matter what. Right?
Yeah.
I wasn't voting for that guy after what he did to the border. Well, I was saying, hey, Trump, I don't like him, but maybe. RFK, maybe. So now Harris, maybe.
Yeah. Well, and here's
how biased is that?
Yeah. It'll be interesting. We got Monday the convention starts for the DNC.
And guess what?
And usually that's gives
she's going to get another bump. She's going to get another bump.
Yeah.
And and she's
but
done
don't believe it, whatever you are. And by the way, all elections are rigged, so don't vote.
She's done it all without telling us where she stands on anything.
And her supporters couldn't care less.
They don't care.
Just like Trump's supporters couldn't care less what he says.
Nope. This is not a policy election. No. Some people want you to believe it's about policy. It should be, but it isn't. It's about personality.
Yep.
That's exactly what this is about.
No doubt.
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gatos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.